aba krom ha kwa ye wo krom ha so mo che emu enan kra emu miensa afu na wo bridge na chi isi anu ya mi gina ha yi me maame ene me ma nyina wo bridge na chi awo nsuo na chi anka ya ese me kohwe omo ntimi nkroso enko nifuo nyina yemfuo nyina ho na wo enti
sesi ya yekuafo pa bridge bu ye ho akiri ntimi nya kwampo ni atwa bridge na ko nsuo na gya akofa duane yankwala nso bebre bu akuase aho na mfi ba school sesi ya ntimi ma sheman bo kotwa na yesunsunsun ndi yesra ban omo ye paara esi ade wia pasafo ye ho kire ye
So the residents have spoken there, but we are showing you how the bridge is, taking you to where the bridge is, and people or residents who have been using this bridge, what they go through on a daily basis. We understand that students or pupils have also been using this bridge, and it's made life very difficult for them in that area. This is Yiwabra in the Western North region. We will speak to some authorities within this area and find out from them for how long has this problem lasted and what exactly the authorities are doing about it. Anna, as you can see on the screen.
When I saw the video on social media, I was saddened and heartbroken because when I look at what school children as young as this have to go through to access education, just because their school is at the other end of the bridge. You know, a woman in the video mentioned that when you take the community as a whole, about 1/3 of them have their farms on the other end of the bridge, meaning that's the majority or the larger population of the constituents living in the community having their farms at the other end of the bridge.
You can see what the boy is doing there.
Just because he's avoiding,
and trying
getting into the water.
And others are also carrying the pupils to school. Is there a crime?
So where's the bridge?
That's a bridge you can see there.
That's supposed to be a bridge.
This is a bridge.
Yes.
This is no bridge. There is no bridge there. All I see is a death trap. All I see there is a death trap. There is no bridge there. And see, until we begin to take our people seriously, until lives of Ghanaians begin to matter to persons in authority, this is the kind of conditions we'll be subjected to. Imagine if there's a downpour, 6 hours of torrential rains. Whatever water body is lying there, whether stream or river, is going to overflow its banks. This bridge will be non-existent. And you see, lives are going to be lost in this area. Communities are going to be cut off from other areas. Like the woman said, if their farms are on the other side of the river, how do they go to the farm? How do they fend for themselves? And nobody can tell me that this is a bridge. There is no bridge there. It is a trap set deliberately by the ignorance and the recklessness of persons who are supposed to know better and to do better. Okay? You go and put a bridge of this nature in a water body. Okay? What level of feasibility studies was done there to know the soil type in that water and what material can be used for the bridge to ensure its sustainability? If it's wood you're going to put there, how long is the wood supposed to last? Knowing the wave strength in the water and how soon it will destroy sin. You get it? You don't take into cognizance the amount of people that commute over this bridge daily and how much weight or pressure will be put on this, and so how long will it last? You don't do all this. A bridge is collapsed like this until date. no one has gone there to intervene.
Maybe
And people are risking their
maybe the
lives
authorities
crossing
would have
it.
to tell us whether they've taken action to
Phil and
get
Nana,
this thing resolved.
interestingly, when you look at the water, the color of the water, it clearly shows that
Gala?
there's something going on
Gala?
there.
Clearly.
There's gala.
Anyway, we have the municipal chief executive for Owin electoral municipality. That is
Awin.
Yeah, Awin. Yeah,
Awin.
Awin. Yes.
Awin, yes.
Stephen Mocha, if I got the name right. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Did I mention your name right, Stephen Mocha?
It's okay. It's okay. It's Stephen Moche. It's Stephen Moche. It depends on how you look at it.
Okay, so you mentioned it for us.
Stephen Moche.
Moche. Moche.
Yeah.
Moche.
Great,
Moche.
thank you.
Sounds English, right?
Yeah, English. Anyway, this bridge we are looking at, for how long has it been in the state?
I think about a month and a week, something like that. Less than 2 months.
What
It should be
happened?
A month. The bridge has been in existence for quite a long time, and as you can see right now, there are lots of people commuting using that same bridge as heavy cars, trucks, and all that. So it's been there for quite a long time. And I think about 2 months, we were told by the assembly member for the area that there is a problem, and that there is this Kia truck that used the bridge, and it caused that accident.
Mm-hmm.
So it is something that is worrying us. Notwithstanding the MP, the Member of Parliament for Awori, his name is Honorable Oscar Oforilabi, has taken steps. What he has done is that he has sent a first team. It's not like nothing has been done about it. A team comprising of the regional roads engineer and another, I think 2 or 3 people from Accra. And so the first inspection has been done. And the second team was supposed to supposed to go to the area today. But unfortunately, today is a holiday. So as I'm speaking right now, I am in Accra with the MP, and the team is about to set off maybe tomorrow or tomorrow night. So by Monday, the team will be on site, and actions or steps will be taken to rectify the situation.
Honorable, you mentioned that a Kia used the bridge and put it in the state. Was the bridge originally constructed for both human and vehicular use?
Yeah, sure. It is not wooden. It is not wooden. It is you can see it very well. There is this metal around beneath it, and the woods are just on top of it. So the bridge is actually can take heavy trucks and all that. It is not like it's a wooden bridge. Totally.
Right. Now, how long ago has this bridge been in this community, or how long has it served the people of the community? And has there been any maintenance year in, year out, or any checks here and there to make sure or to find out whether or not the bridge is deteriorating? Hence, there needs to be some repairs going on the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge has been in existence for quite a very long time. A very, very long time, like decades. And as you can see, there has been a routine maintenance. But over the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, I haven't seen any visible maintenance, anything that's like just the people are just using the bridge. So I don't know. We realized the problem was deteriorating. So we informed the municipal engineer. They went to check, and a caution was given to us, I think less than 2 months ago. So quickly I informed the Member of Parliament, Honorable Oscar Oforilabi, and he brought the team there to inspect. So as you can see now, as I've already said, the second team is on the way coming. So Monday we will be there, and the team will do their checks, and they will tell us the next line of action.
Interesting.
So I'm even speechless.
Honorable, but in the meantime, what plans are there to ensure the safety of residents of this community who still use this bridge? Are we making any provisions to ensure their safe commutes from one end of the bridge to the other?
Yeah. At the moment, you see, that bridge connects villages like Ohiama, Drain, Yiwabra Kwanta, Domiabra number 2 and all that. And the Yiwabra Kwanta, that where the bridge is the electoral capital. So it has schools, and so you can see children use the bridge to come to school. So now their daily activities have been affected. So there are people there. The assemblyman is in fact doing very well, and some volunteer people in the community are doing very well. When you get there, then they will guide you. Okay, they will guide you to cross. If you can't, then they will advise you not to use the bridge at all.
But is that an alternative road?
Yeah, hello.
Is that an alternative road to these communities you've mentioned that connects or use the bridge?
Yeah, there is an alternative road, but it is not. It is very far. You will have to walk a distance, quite a distance, to get that. So it is creating inconveniences. And that alternative road cannot even contain cars. But do you understand me? It cannot contain cars. So it's like, as for cars, no, you cannot cross with cars. But motorbikes, even you have to be guided before you can cross with a motorbike.
Wow.
Okay, but the alternative road is far. So that is what now the residents, the people are using, especially the school kids.
Well,
That is what they are using right now.
at this point, I don't think they have much of a choice. It is an issue of life and death now. And for the cars, they are out totally.
Yeah, they are out.
No car can drive on this bridge in this particular
No cars,
state.
unless you have to go. Before a car can cross the other side, you have to drive for about maybe 10 kilometers or more to cross to the other side.
Very well. This track that caused destruction to the bridge, I am sure that there's an approved weight and everything owing to the nature of the bridge. So has there been any investigation to ascertain whether or not there was some, any guilt regarding the destruction of the bridge? And I'm sure that over the years, due to the absence of maintenance, as you have mentioned, you would have noticed the deplorable or deteriorating nature of the bridge. And so some concessions should have been made to ensure that vehicles of certain types of certain load do not use the bridge in order to protect its integrity.
Yeah. That what you are saying is true. You know, that bridge has been in existence for decades. You know, at first it was wooden, then later on it was constructed to that what you see right now. Yeah. And the problem, as I've already stated, started quite a long time ago. And as you can see, maybe it is due to negligence in terms of maintenance. Okay, routine maintenance. So now that I am the MC and my MP2 is also ready to help, I think we have to find a lasting solution to it. So we are on it. So as I've already said, Monday, the team, including myself and the MP, will be on site to inspect. Then they will tell us the next point of action.
But Honorable, whose duty is it to embark on routine maintenance of this bridge?
Maybe the roads engineer. The roads engineer. They would see they are the expert. They have the expertise on that field. So when they come and they tell us, then we also do the right thing. But you see, it is not too late. It is not too late. Although the bridge is not now, it is not motorable. You cannot use it. Cars and those things cannot use it. But we are taking steps to solve the problem.
But is it a farming community at the the Ohiamadri and all those things?
Yes.
So they cut
Ohiamadri farming community, predominantly farming community.
So this Kia truck was having produce or commodities on?
Yeah, actually, I am not privy to the exact content, what was really in the car, but that was what I was told by the assembly member.
Honorable, we've seen how the school kids struggle to access education at the other end of the bridge by getting help from elderly people crossing the water. And I mean, there's only very little, so much they can also do. And when it rains, I'm sure the water level goes up even beyond this.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, what happens to the school children on a day that has rained heavily? Does that mean that they don't get to go to school? And also, what happens to the people whose farms are on the other end of the bridge? How do they go to the farm and come back?
Yeah, you see, we are in the rainy season. Okay, so when it rains, especially heavily, what we do is we advise the parents not to allow the kids to cross. Okay, because if you don't take care, that's something that we all don't want to, don't expect can happen. So we've advised the parents that when it rains heavily, and even if the river level goes up, the kids should stay at home. We are, putting measures in place. As a matter of fact, this is an emergency situation, so we are on it, and hopefully, maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we'll find solution to it.
All right, and now let's talk about the river. What river is this? And looking at the color, it looks very heavily polluted. Is this as a cause of galamsey or maybe some heavy rainfall that caused the water to be muddy?
Actually, I cannot say for sure because I don't really know. But you see, that has been the color of the river for I think about 2, 3, or maybe it's about 6 months ago. Yeah, to be very honest with you, about 6 months ago, and I have not taken my time to ascertain what is the real cause, and I don't want to give any false information.
Prior to the 6 months, was this the color of the water?
The river.
Yes,
the river
the name of the river as well.
Not the original color of the river. So one would suggest maybe it is maybe due to galamsey or something, maybe I don't know, but I have not taken my time to actually find out the real cause of the color or the current color of the river. So
what's the name of the river though?
I think it's Yiwabra. I think the name of the river is named after the town. Something I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
Honorable, going forward, you mentioned that this is an emergency, and so it should be treated as such. So we expect to see some action in the, as soon as possible, right? When the reconstruction is done, what are the plans to sustain and maintain this bridge? I think measures should be put in place to ensure or secure the type of vehicles that will use it and what way it will be allowed to drive on it. So what plans? What are the plans? Share with us.
Exactly. You've said it all. That there has to be measures. Okay, like the type of vehicle. I was going to say that you rightly mentioned it. The type of vehicle, because it will depend on the advice from the experts. Okay, what they will tell us. You see, I don't have that expertise. So what they will tell us is what we are going to follow. So the advice that the engineers and those people, what they will give us, that is exactly what we are going to do. And there will be we will be very, very, very strictly adhere to whatever advice or measures they will give us.
Very well. So we see that it's actually a metal bridge, but the metal is deteriorated over the years. And so wooden slabs had been put on it. Per your conversations or engagement with the engineers, do you have any idea what materials are going to be used to restore this bridge? Are we going back to the metals? And knowing that it's in water, what are we using? Are we going to now fall on bamboo? Are we going to use the plywoods? Are we going to use teak? Are we going to use metal? Do you have any idea the engineering plan to restore this?
Yeah. All that they have told us is that they are going to use quality metals. So now they say quality metals. So that is what they've told us. So we are waiting for that. And we really need this bridge to be fixed as soon as possible. It's the concern of the member of parliament, by myself, and Nananum, and everybody, and even the people living there. So we are really, really waiting for them to come and fix this bridge for us. But what they say is they are going to use quality metals for the bridge. So we have to look up to them.
Right, Honorable. Now, moving forward, my concern still has to do with the kids, having dressed up at home or from home very beautifully on a Monday morning, and then this is what you have to go through to get to school. We see in the video a young boy trying to avoid getting into the water so he doesn't get his uniform soaked up. Now, what happens when they go to school? Because believe you me, if I were living in this community, I'm not sure I would let my child go to school in this condition. It is life-threatening, and we can't look on unconcerned, or we can't look and not treat this matter with urgency. It's really life-threatening, and the people cannot go through this. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
We are hoping that by the time frame you've given us, the 3 weeks when assessment is being done, construction or reconstruction will go on as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll definitely come back to you for some reports or results on
Exactly.
this.
I will be very happy to
We
give
will
you
hold you
updates
accountable.
Yeah, I've heard you.
Anyway.
I've heard you, and I'll be waiting for that. I'll be glad to offer another interview on the current state of the bridge.
Great.
But you see, I mean, all that I want to tell the people is that they should be very careful, especially the kids. Okay, if it rains heavily and the water level goes up, please, the river level goes up. Please don't allow your kids to go to school. You know, please. I mean, we have given ourselves between 3 weeks and 1 month. And I know for sure we are going to fix this bridge.
Anyway, thank you so much, Honorable. We are grateful for your time. Stephen Emocha as the Municipal Chief Executive for, is it Awin? Awin Municipality. And he has told us what the authorities are doing about this particular bridge that has been in the state for almost a month now, after a Kia truck destroyed it. I don't know how a vehicle, a driver would think of using this bridge in the state. In fact, even before it collapsed, it was in the state of despair. That you yourself, you see this bridge.
It was a glaring danger.
Exactly.
Because I would not even have the heart or courage to want to drive my car, no matter how small it is, on a bridge almost collapsing. This is life-threatening. You know, my concern is the kids. The kids, because they are only trying to access education, which is their basic right. And this is what they have to go through at this tender age. You could clearly see fear.
There was a recent video of a boy carrying his brother crossing a bridge, I think in the Asoko community. And there was a video that came out. And President John Dramani Mahama saw that video, gave an immediate instruction that the defense minister should ensure that the military will do something about it. The Eastern Regional Minister went there. If some sort of urgency is attached to this as well, the bridge, not that is deplorable, this one is collapsed. Even if it's deplorable and they could use it without going through the water, it's in a way you can use it, but you don't know which animal or which I don't know, snake will be in this water, and these kids will use it, and eventually there will be a bigger problem. So I think that some solutions should be done about the lip service. Sometimes is becoming too much, but you can join us out there. It's conversational. We'll be opening the phone lines for you to also share your thoughts on what you think of this Yiwabra bridge, what you think that the authority should do now, though there's a lip service being said by the Municipal Chief Executive. If you are also out there as a benevolent person that you think that you can push or try and get the thing done very fast, because there are farmers who reside in that area, there are school children there, and their lives to protect in that area. So definitely something has to be done immediately about this. You can see the numbers on your screens. You can call now and join us and tell us what you think of this, because I think that this has to be dealt with immediately. It's been on social media for a very long time.
For a while. And to think it's been broken down, it's been in this state for over a month, and then we've not attached any urgency to it or declared it a state of emergency to get it fixed.
I was a bit relieved when the MCE mentioned that it's an emergency, and so they are giving or treating it with an emergency response. That gave me some relief. And if you understand the construction process,
it will take some time.
And then, of course, it having to go through all the bureaucracies of estates.
Nana, so we have your thoughts right there. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my beautiful lady and handsome guys.
Thank you so much for calling. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Kwao Nketapada. It's Kwao South.
All right, share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, this morning I feel
Let me get back to you
so
on that.
pity. I don't know why for barely 6 months and this structure is still there, and the community members, the chiefs, the MCE, the FP are seeing this without doing anything about it. And then why is it that the parents allowed their kids crossing this dangerous collapsed bridge? In fact, if the authorities are hearing me, Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, you are hearing me, please attend to these people. We don't want anything drastic to happen before you call for a meeting, you call for a conference, whatever it is. Please, we are pleading with you, and I'm again pleading with the government that we are facing the same problem as in Katapa, which is all south. So I think something should be done about the roads. This should be constructed, not even a metal. They should use correct bridge, because those over the bridge, they also need something better, which they will also feel happy in this country. So thank you so much for bringing us these updates. May God bless you guys. May God bless you.
Bless you too, Yao. Thank you so much for calling in. I mean, and that's another concerned citizen. He just mentioned that they are also experiencing same or something similar.
Yeah, and I think he took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bit disappointed with the parents who are allowing their children.
You know, Nana, I said this, that if I were parents living in the community, you would not go to school, because I can't risk sending you out. I can't risk sending you out to school.
But this has been there for a month. And you wouldn't want
and I'm
your
looking
child
over
to
my shoulders.
Stay home for a month?
Philip, safety first.
It's dangerous.
Safety first. I'll be looking over my shoulders thinking what's happening to my child.
The alternative route, there is an alternative route. It's just that it's quite a distance. So I'd rather sacrifice and go through that distance than risk the life of my child in this. You mentioned that you don't know what is underneath that water. And you see, there's metal, there is wood. You don't know where a spike is. Anything could happen. You understand? Anyways, let's speak to Kwame. Kwame is calling us from Kaswa. Good morning. Good morning, Kwame.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, please, talk to us.
Okay, they should do the bridge for the kids, because it's the main bridge that the kids use to go to school.
Yeah.
So the government should take it upon themselves and forget about holidays and things and go repair the road for the kids for us, because it's very dangerous for the kids to be using this road or this bridge to school. And if one day they were on the way coming and it rained heavily, we don't know what will be happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
So please, the government should take it as emergency to do something about it for us.
Right. Thank you very much, Kwame, calling us from Kaswa. You can also call us. You call us on 0302-784-969. Let us know what you think about this bridge in this particular situation, the danger it poses to the residents, the school kids, and of course, what can be done about it. We've just spoken with the MCE for the area, Arwin, and he says that it is an emergency, so they are putting together an emergency response to the situation. I'm just a little bit baffled because I don't know if an emergency knows holiday.
No, emergencies do not know holidays.
Yeah. Emergency is an emergency.
Anyway, Peace from Medina. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
I trust you are doing well. And what is your comment on this?
I'm Pacho Chiwai.
Pacho, quite now.
First, the American is a Miss Rob, time is a Miss Rom. Over one choir, Kafra, the best to be a better school. Now you can see away from one better than woman be. Miss Roma time, tell you one term now, Colani post one, 1 week now, Colani post one and be the other thing. Make palm so a moment Colani finish to a mobile bridge. Make sure I don't be Yamakuma, make palm so.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Yo, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
it. So, I idea, I'm on boat. If I'm dressing aside, no more painting boat. No more crossing Colano, and the Amin one of our in a hammock. Now, I strength when you phone some more Yanamo Preco. And your matter, and be a somebody now and it breathe papa, or Moyani papa. And the anybody near the whole my back, cry, and then you did the mid palm, so about time it's Tremo. Moment Colani to not feel why.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
That's it.
Exactly what that's why I was asking the MC about interim measures. Okay, if you put a small canoe at one end and another at the other end. So this one ferries the people to the other end, and then the other one brings people from the other end to this end. It will be simple until the bridge
and the river
fixed.
doesn't look like it's a small river,
No,
you know.
no,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
know how big it is, but it doesn't. From the videos we are seeing, it doesn't look like that. We have Sule from Tamale on the line. Sule, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Share your thoughts with us on this.
Yeah, please, I want to contribute a little on
Go
the
ahead.
collapsed bridge.
Go ahead, Sule. We are listening.
Okay. I would have loved that at least other NADMO or our security officials should be around to help either to ban people from using it because it can cause more havoc. So, or
Hello, Sule.
yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
The school around those areas can be closed down, so that people cannot, students cannot be in danger. Because we are in a rainy season.
Yeah.
Okay. What
All right.
points were
Thank
made?
you so much, Sule. Nana, so you know, a gentleman called, a caller called Kwame, and he mentioned that now that the rains are here, I mean, these days you don't even see the clouds forming, and then the rains start coming down. What if the children go to school in a very clear weather, no signs of rain, and by the time they're on their way back home, there's a downpour? What happens? Do they stay at the other end of, or they go back to the classrooms to wait?
Go and sleep in the school.
I mean, this is
I think
ridiculous.
that's the and I like the suggestion by is it Sule requesting that maybe NADMO officials be stationed there. Like I said, place 2 boats. NADMO have these mini boats, the one they use for the search and rescue around the Adabaka Sahara when the floods. They could use 2 of that on the ferry the people to one.
Because it's an emergency. Kwame from Teshi, good morning.
Combat, Michael.
Combat from Teshi. Share your thoughts on this issue.
Yeah. I wonder, when do we think we can subject our institutions to full use? Because we have the Ghana Navy, which I think can be deployed to this place in order to assist these young ones. But if we could leave them for them to fight for themselves, doing all these things, I don't think we are doing anything good. So I would suggest the government to quickly intervene by deploying some of the some personnel from the Ghana Navy, so that they can start doing something about it as we look for the solution. I think that would be my suggestion.
Okay, come back. Thank you so much for that beautiful submission and your comment on this. But Nana, what even baffles me is you saw that boy who was at the edge of the bridge.
Carefully.
Because he doesn't want to fall in the water.
Goodness.
He's Spider-Man. It's dangerous. Listen, he's risking his life like crazy and he doesn't even know it. You understand? And that's why I'm saying that. And all the suggestions that are coming in, quite beautiful. Thank you. Keep calling us and give us more suggestions and recommendations.
Sure, the authorities
I
are
want to
listening.
believe the MCA is still listening and he will take some of these things to heart and enforce us same. It's an emergency. Let's treat it as such. Kweku is calling us from Techiman. Kweku, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling us. What are your thoughts?
Thank you for bringing up this emergency program. I think we have to be very mindful of the fact that we like celebrating things and then avoiding things that we can, put a stop to this. Everybody's watching, the Navy, the military, they are all there. And this is a very big emergency. We don't have to wait for the children to, something to happen to them before we go to the Independence Square and then we give big speeches. We are fond of giving big speeches. This is a very big emergency. You can never see this in any of the European countries. The children are the future.
Exactly.
The children are the future. So I think we have to do something about it. Ghana Highways Authority is there. Ghana Highways Authority is there. They have so many materials that they can gather and then
do something about that. In my community, I have done same, but I think this river is a very big river that we need the experts to come on board so that we can save our children. In fact, it's very heartful this thing that I'm watching this morning.
Very well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling us. Indeed. So I think the authorities should be taking notes. Some of these suggestions are quite good. Let's trigger an emergency response to this and treat it as an emergency.
An emergency demands an immediate action.
Yeah, you might
no
think
excuses.
The Yiwabra is hiding somewhere in our winning somewhere, but have you taken into consideration the towns this bridge
It's actually a food basket.
The population around there, the commercial activities they engage in, and of course the children. You see, that is where my heart bleeds. The children having to go through this. If a child is going through this before they get to school, do you think they'll learn anything?
Of course, you wouldn't learn anything. Because
there'll be no motivation.
Why do we make it growing up in this country so difficult? Why?
That's why people are jackpot.
Anyway, we have Vanessa calling us from Ho on the line. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you so much for joining the show. Share with us your thoughts and your comments.
Okay. So, what I wanted to say is that we have a problem as a country. We don't need to get here before we start finding solutions. This bridge has been in this condition for some time now, and I know the MP, the MC, the assemblymen are aware of this. Why should they wait till it gets this bad before they start calling the authorities to act? This issue right now, construction is not a child's play. It needs proper planning.
Yeah.
You understand? It's something surely cannot be done, because if they should come and do something fast right now, within a year or two, this bridge will collapse again.
All right.
Then the life of this kids will be it will become another issue again. You understand? So I think if they have an alternative route, they should be using that one for the meantime, while the government finds a proper solution or makes a better bridge that can carry both cars and then the people.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Vanessa, thank you too for calling. If you're also trying to reach us and the phone lines are busy, there's an alternative to send us a message or to reach out to us. You can send us a WhatsApp message on the WhatsApp number 020-444-7033. 020-444-7033. That's for WhatsApp. Do send us a WhatsApp message if you can't get through the phone lines. I like the fact that all the callers are expressing their displeasure and are calling for alternative or sharing thoughts on alternative measures that the people can use. But again, this is an emergency. Let's treat it as one.
You know, elsewhere, this bridge would have been reconstructed in 2 days.
Yes,
of course.
Day and night.
Of course.
Right. All right, let's go to Bolga. Let's speak with Joseph. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling us. What are your thoughts?
My problem is I'm watching telly, I'm seeing terrible bridge there. And my contribution is that. Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
You're listening.
Yeah. I said good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead. We can hear you.
My contribution is that they should make sure that Narumo should be there in the morning to cross the children to school and closing they should take them back home.
Right.
Okay, Joseph,
okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Nana, I think, see, the people connected by this bridge, the communities connected by this bridge, they didn't just happen overnight.
No.
Because from what the MC said, the bridge has been there for years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the people who constructed this bridge in the past know that there is a need for this bridge. So it's not like it's a new settlement that has been there and we are forcing the government to do something to fix this problem. I always say that when it's campaign season, you would find these same authorities or these governments driving their huge vehicles to these places just to ask people to vote for them. Then December 7, people will now queue with your child behind you, or you've not eaten, and some of them you would have stones queue for them because they would have to go home, do something, and come quickly. And people try and invest their time to give the mandate to authorities. So if the mandate is given to you as the government or the person we've entrusted that lead us so that you will help us, I think it shouldn't be too huge a task that we are demanding these things. You understand? Ezekiel from Kumasi. Ezekiel, share your thoughts on this.
Yeah, my brother. I'm so touched by what I'm seeing on the telly this morning. But I'm going to blame the community a little.
Okay.
Yeah, because the maintenance shouldn't be dependent on the government alone. Yeah, the people around, the MP especially, supposed to put more effort on making sure that the constituency around him, that they are safe. Yeah, so before the bridge got to this state, he's supposed to have done something already before it is worsened to this situation.
Right.
But now the deed has been done already. So we are looking for a way out. So my humble advice is my most concern is on the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to the MP. Maybe you should appoint 2 or 3 elderly people to be around to direct the kids in case if anyone comes by, to avoid any life loss.
Right.
Understand?
Okay. Is it a point well made?
And, appoint some people to be around on the other side and on another side to make sure that people are guardedly see through the bridge before the government will take to do the necessary action.
Well, thank you.
And if and again, if the government is going to do this bridge, because I didn't see any pillars in this bridge, it's only a rod. I didn't see any pillar.
Right.
So they should do a concrete pillar to give the bridge a stamina in case if a lorry, a car is going to pass through, so that it can be able to sustain and stay more longer. So that's my humble opinion to this.
Right.
So okay. I pray God will help us.
So Ezekiel, thank you. But from what Ezekiel is saying, is still the back stops with leadership. And the MP is in government. The MC is in government. We still need leaders to take us on or to take us through. For instance, you are in your house. I always use the home setting as an example. Right. You are in the home, your dad is there, your mom is there. There is a problem in the house. Who fixes it? The parents will have to fix it. Or the parents would now tell the children, Ama, yesi, Kofi, do this. There is supposed to be leadership. But if we leave it at that, it's deteriorating. We've seen it. But we just put it aside. We'll take our tea, we'll drink our coffee, we'll take our banku, we'll eat our yam and all that. And we just ignore it. This is how it will get to. Because we don't know when the problem will happen. And eventually it's happened. We've seen it deteriorating and we've left it at that. And this is what is what we are facing now.
Right, Philip, we have Peter calling us from Takwa. Hi, Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Share your thoughts with us.
Good morning.
Peter, kindly reduce the volume of your TV set and speak to us through the phone. Peter, reduce the TV no. Why? Nene yankasa phone
before they make the route. I beg.
All right,
my concern.
Sure, thank you so much.
And he's passionate about it. Yeah, you could tell.
Peter is also calling for the closure of the school until the bridge is fixed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or the children should just stop going to school.
How we respond to some of these issues. You see, we are always reactionary. There's no proaction. We are not proactive. We're always reactionary. And this thing must have started with one boat falling off. One layer of metal moving this way. And I'm sure that when the community was springing up from way back, however old the place is, I'm not too sure, a bridge must have been created, but it wouldn't have been at this level. The place has expanded. I am sure the bridge was changed into a bigger and more reinforced one. We've seen some level of metal there, but you can see the deterioration. So now there's wooden slabs that have been placed on it. Was that the best solution then? Did we check the integrity of, because now it looks like whatever sits in the water is what has been weakened for one side of the bridge to give way to the weight of whichever car caused this. So it looks like that's where the problem is. And so, I mean, sometimes we sit aloof and allow some of these things to happen. Then we'll go and do coffee and tea committee. And then we'll come and...
There will be a committee on this. To investigate the integrity of the bridge.
Let's speak to Boatin. Boatin is calling us from Bolga. Good morning, Boatin. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very well.
Very well. Talk to us. Well, what are your thoughts? What do you make of this?
I'm really saddened this morning.
We all are.
In as much as we expect our authorities to do these things we are talking about, don't you think as parents we deem it as a responsibility to also know that these kids are not supposed to be exposed to this kind of risk?
Indeed.
Are they going to defend their PhDs? I don't get it. Look at it. The videos are so disturbing.
Exactly.
We do not need a national official to come and tell our kids not to go to school in this condition.
You should
we do not need Navy to come and tell us they shouldn't go to school under these conditions. Yes, we urge our authorities to do better, but as parents, I think we also have responsibilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Watson. We share your sentiments as well. Like I was saying earlier, we allow things to deteriorate to a point that there's no redemption for them. And then we'll go and sit and organize committees and invite supposed
these bridges, I know, is a 66 regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces that they are into the construction of these bridges.
I've heard someone say that there are some, we have soldiers in the Ghana Army who may never go to any war
but this is what they
or
do
anything until they go on pension.
We
have an engineering unit in the Ghana Army. Perhaps this is some of the things
to do.
They should do.
Anyway, let's get a thought from Manfred. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Afram Place.
Afram Place. Your thoughts?
Okay. In fact, this situation, as we were discussing, we were only capitalizing on the people, the school children. So a whole town, do they have a different way to go?
We understand there's an alternative, but then you'd have to move about 10 kilometers.
But in this way, how much is the cost of mending a canoe? How much will it cost a disassembly to mend a canoe for the children to be using for a while? So, a time that a government will, how do I say, we know how we negotiate on making a contract. They will consult, the consultant will go on for a contractor to come and start all those bridges. Similar things has happened in Volta region. That is a Klakpa near Mepe.
Okay.
Mepe and Adidome and North Town. That's what Kujetua Brakwas this thing. It took them just 2 months to start. But even as I'm speaking, as at last year they started this bridge up till now. It's the same metal bridge. They couldn't finish yet. So we should not be talking in some way that a contractor can come and do that thing in a shorter period. Then the district assembly using their IDF is there. Is the DC not traveling? Or are they not executing their per diem? You see, they will only go on market force them, the toll collectors in the market that how much you have this week. Then they prepare this thing against it. They prepare a check against immediately the revenue officer put the money into the bank. Then they take it. Instead of using all these things from our own children for our future people. NADMO, I was even peeved. Why should NADMO be there? We have director, we have a zonal director. It is their duty to go and close that bridge. Look, let's consider that small boy who hangs on the top of this thing. I even my this thing, that is my thought anyway. We thought he is risking himself, but he is rather using his gumption because the wood in the water.
In the water, it's not safe.
How durable? How steep is it?
Survival antics.
Immediately that would break at a point. You would think through it. So he is hanging, finding some improvised. I was even amazed. I'm like, though it is an exercise anyway, but I think he has done better.
Very well, very well. Thank you so much.
So my brother, let's see to that the district chief executive should have something to be done earlier before casting mine on the bridge rather.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You know what? This caller has just drawn my attention to something. When you watch the video, you see that the elderly people, one person is carrying a child on the neck as well as holding another. In the case of any eventuality, what survival or rescue skill is this person equipped with?
Do we even know if these people can swim?
Exactly my question as well.
If the producers can put the video back, good. Let's get into the water, right? You see where the broken stilts in the water are. Look at the torrents in the water.
Yes. Yes.
You see it?
Yes.
So there's movement in the water.
Yeah.
Imagine that kid, the one in the green uniform, on the left-hand side of the gentleman.
Meanwhile, there's another sitting on his neck.
If this kid should fall in this water.
Can the child swim? Can the adult who is trying to help the child cross the river swim? Goodness.
Anyways. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling us. Your name, please.
My name is Ejapon.
Ejapon, right. Talk to us. What do you think?
I think this problem is a very big problem that we are seeing. And I am suggesting something.
Okay, go ahead.
Since our channel is 7 years, I would like us to take some kind of responsibility on our shoulders. If we set up a line to come out with some contributions, I will be the first person to donate to this project. Because I don't want a situation whereby a child will die. And then here is the case whereby you see the magnanimity of Ghanaians coming out to show their support. So I am proposing something. Since our channel is 7, because channels, your program is what I watch every day from morning to the midnight.
Thank you.
We can come up with a program that donates and let us build the bridge. And I think I'll be the first person to contribute to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yeah,
we have some messages coming in. So this one says they should stop going to school until the bridge is constructed. It is so scary. I'm Nana from Pokwase. There's another one says, what if the metal above them collapses on them midway while crossing? We talked about this one earlier. Another person also says about the discussion about the bridge. I would like to also ask if this bridge connects it to an MP or a politician's home, will it still be like this since the day it collapsed? When our vice president was sick, did the nation set the time limit before sending her outside for treatment? Very, very good question. Anyway, Philip, you want to take some
congrats,
more?
Channel One, for showing this. But how did you come by it, please? We saw it on the internet first. We also made some inquiries. Fortunately, we had some media houses going there. We can say Adom FM, Adom TV. We had a reporter going there, and we had to just fall on other people too in the area to get the content and put it on this network, because we know for sure that we will tell the story and we would have to demand the change that we need in this environment or in our country. That's how come we got it. How many of such exist and yet to be made known? Does NADMO act only when the disaster occurs, or they can also act to prevent it? They should not only be corrective, if that word is correct, but preventive as well. The military with their helicopters should have a unit that does regular surveillance for such occurrences. On our win, the assembly should show leadership by ensuring boat or canoe service. Also, all companies that extract example gold, timber, etc., should be made to pay something regularly to create a fund to manage these things. Thanks to you, and God bless you. Thank you so much for this text. Also coming from Sam Kelly, East Legon Hills, Accra, says that good morning to your team. Thanks for the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana. Very often, these discussions happen on air without a purposeful follow-up to the relevant authorities. But trust me, here we will do a follow-up.
Exactly.
We've done same here before when there was no desk or furniture for children or pupils at Yape Presby School.
Yeah.
We did a follow-up and
They
we
have
got
desks, they have
exactly
furniture.
they have to study, and we still need more, and we are still going to follow up on this to ensure that people of Yiwabra get the bridge fixed, or they get a better way to cross this river, because we can't leave their lives at risk like that. So to continue your message, I wish all the radio and TV stations develop a template that can be used to personally inform authorities about serious grievances such as these. And we have that template here on ChannelOne.
Exactly.
TV.
We do. So do
from
send
Monday
us,
to Friday, we are doing this here, and bring even to Sunday, because on breakfast weekend and also Sunday breakfast
as well,
we bring you all the developmental issues. So if you are an authority out there from any ministry, any agency, any government or institution, make sure that you watch ChannelOne TV, because you would get what you need to do and where you will need to take your attention to. It's not just in Accra. No. Accra
and
is not
bring
Ghana.
some of these things to our attention. Okay, you can use our WhatsApp number 0204 447033. Send us some of these things. Okay, we might not have eyes everywhere, although we do our best to cover the entire nation. And so if there's an existing problem in your locality, kindly take some videos and share same with us via the WhatsApp number 0204 447033.
Nana, just before we go on a break, there are still some messages coming in. This one says
and we
the
appreciate
parents,
all.
yes, the parents assisting the kids are not safe themselves.
Exactly.
They can easily be swept away together with the kids. This one also says, good morning. I really feel disheartened watching this video, seeing these little ones trying to cross this big river to school on a daily basis. I suggest the following, that if possible, the elders of the town should get an open field and let the teachers come over using the alternative route and do a few hours of intensive teaching, so school can close early, just so they will not lag behind with regards to the syllabus. Also, as an emergency, the school should close down immediately and wait till the work is done and completed. It also looks like the MC is not aware of many things concerning this issue. Why? Thank you. The very last one coming from Achu from Temai says, I'm very impressed with your interview with the MC. Although his assurance was less, but he was polite with you, provided it's miracle. Abwaji, he would ask you questions more than you do. My concern is different, and I would urge you to have time to talk about it. I suggest salaries must not be taxed because all the items purchased with money. Anyway, it's a different issue. So we've noted that as well. Thank you very much to all of you who called and as well as sent your messages. We appreciate you. We are here because you made this possible.
Right. It's quite sad that children in a quest to secure a future for themselves have to go through such difficulties. And like I've said, we make it hard to be a child in this country. we make it so difficult
make
to
childhood
grow up.
so unattractive.
I'm a child. I'm supposed to be a child.
Yeah.
I should not be thinking of surviving like this.
Goodness.
And please, it is an emergency. Desperate times demand desperate measures. Let's put those measures in place. Like we've suggested, and our viewers have called in and texted to suggest. Let's get the NADMO in there, the Navy. The Ghana Army, they might come for me for this, but please forgive me. Ghana is not going to any war anytime. We won't have any war here. There are some of you who will wear our uniform and take our taxes as salaries till you go on pension without going to any war.
Channel their energies into
the
this.
Engineers there, please, let's have some of you move to address some of these challenges for us. We beg you. Desperate times demand desperate measures. This is a desperate time for the people of Yiwabra. Abang, do the needful. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel One Television. We'll be right back.